in studio. Scott For Tots, the Holiday Network Toy Drive, now into its fourth week. And judging from the picture I saw in the papers Saturday, it looks like things are off to a pretty good start, Scott.
Yeah, it's actually going a little bit better than normal this time of year, so I'm really surprised by that. Usually I'm kind of in my nervous mode right now because I'm not seeing enough stuff coming in. But we got off to a very good start this year, thank God. So,
And you were telling me this is now the ninth year. Thank you for doing this. Did
yeah.
you think it would be this continuous?
No, initially when I was talked into doing this, I said I'd do it for a year just to kind of fill the void that was left when Toys for Tots left town. But then I wasn't given much of a choice year after year. They just kind of expected me to keep going, and it's just gotten bigger and better every year. So
Do you get some help at all, Scott?
I do now. I actually have a board. I did it for the first 2 years by myself, and that was just a lot of work. You know, putting all the boxes out, picking all the boxes up, and I had some folks contact me and said, "Hey, if you need help, we'll help." And so then we created an actual 501c3 nonprofit, and I actually have a board, and we have volunteers, and so I get a lot of help. And then Zirkelbach, they've been with me since year one. They give me all the boxes I need. They pick them up for me. They deliver them for me. And now the last, I think, 3 years, ServPro has been going around with their box truck, and they put out every drop location box for me, and they pick every box up for me.
Well, that is great
So
because that would be quite an ordeal because you were telling me there's like 35 locations.
Yeah, and doing that by myself, was really tough because some of the boxes were full, and I'm trying to load them into a truck by myself. And now with these guys coming on, it's a lifesaver. It really is.
Well, that is great. So, again, 35 locations. You tell me you've got a Facebook page. People can find out where these are located.
Absolutely, and they're kind of hard to miss. They're all over town in all different types of businesses that people frequent on a daily basis. So, Billion, with that being where I work,
Right.
that's the main location. That's where we get the majority of the stuff because people they'll want to come see me, or I want them to come see me so I can get a picture of them and thank them, things like that. So we get the majority of it out there, but the drop locations are huge. They do a good job for me every year.
So now, definitely need, there's no doubt about that, not only toys, but clothing as well. How do you get the names and talk about that aspect of it, Scott?
Well, at the beginning of August or end of August, when school gets ready to start, the RSVP, the Holiday Network, they send out applications to every school. The kids get an application to take home. The parents that are in need fill that application out and return it to me or the Holiday Network. And then we kind of govern ourselves accordingly to the ages and what the kids are into, what they like, what they need. And that's how we kind of prepare for distribution.
And you were telling me before we went on air that there are some very generous people out there giving not only the toys, but certainly coats, hats, gloves, and boots because they're very necessary this time of year.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of times, the kids, they have things that are maybe too small or they're worn or whatever the case may be. So the parents are super, super excited when they see that we've got 500 coats that we can give away, and shoes and boots and gloves and hats. And it's like you say, it's huge because a lot of the kids walk to school, and as everybody knows, it gets pretty chilly around here. So
Yeah, it was pretty chilly Sunday and Monday.
absolutely.
So again, in the ninth year of Scott For Tots, the Holiday Network Toy Drive, visiting with Scott Stubblefield. So it'll continue to December 12th. And you were
Yes.
telling me that sometimes people give a monetary donation.
Oh, sure. I've got a lot of those, and thank God for them. We do have a little bit of a surplus in the bank to where we can fill the void wherever we need to buy things. But without those folks coming in and they just don't know what to buy, they just make a donation and tell us, hey, put it where you need it, and that's a great help because we always come short in one specific age group or another. Like the older kids, we
Yeah.
always come up short because people just don't know what to
Yeah.
get them. So they'll make a monetary donation, and then we do the shopping for them.
And you were telling me December 16th is the day when you'll be distributing this. It's located at the church just to the north of Whittier Elementary School, you were telling
Yeah,
me.
the Church of Christ.
So that's got to be very gratifying for you and the people who are involved to see the faces of the children and their parents.
Well, we don't allow the kids to come.
Okay.
It's always the parents, and we do that just because we want to kind of stay in the background. It's not about us; it's about the kids having a good holiday, and we want the kids to think that everything is coming from their parents. Okay. And so the parents come out, and it is very gratifying. The parents, a lot of them will express, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a Christmas, and that's why we do it, and that is it's community, and it's just doing our part, but we don't want to take the limelight away from the parents. We want to let the parents have their day.
Well, thank you for doing this, and thank you for coming into the studio again. Scott For Tots Holiday Network Toy Drive in its 4th week. It'll continue through December 12th. Again, 35 different locations, so you're certainly going to find one out in the area. There's no doubt about that. But again, how can people find out more information, Scott?
They can stop at Billion and see me. All the flyers have my cell phone number on them. Contact RSVP. They have all the information. Anything they need to know, they can provide them as well.
And you say you're on Facebook.
And I'm on Facebook, absolutely.
Right. Hey, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.